It was in the year 1986. I was playing ping pong in a place called Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore, where my brother was doing his M.Tech. On a casual evening, when I was there, browsing through the billboards, the notice board there, I saw there was a notice, there was a brochure saying, "Youth are not useless, they are used less. Youth are not careless, they are cared less. Talk by Swami Chinmaya." So I was a little curious to know what this person, a Swami, would talk about youth. So my curiosity was doubled when I heard that he's going to be talking very near to the place where I was staying there. So then, that evening, when he was going to talk, I reached the place, and over 200 young members of the community, they were there, filled with all the youth there. I also went into the hall, and only to my surprise, I found a 70-year-old Swami standing there. So I was quite apprehensive. What is he, 70-year-old person, would talk about youth? The next one and a half hours, the way he presented the thoughts on how youth are not used properly, how they are not cared properly, astounding, extremely informative talk was delivered by him, all standing for almost an hour and a half or two. I was quite surprised because the energy that he brought into that hall at his ripe age of 70 was so much that the youth were looking like very tired and lazy. He was the most joyful, happy, entertaining, enthusiastic person in the whole of the hall. So that day I decided I would like to know more about what he is going to say. So when I came out of the lecture, they had a register which says that, okay, if you would like to attend the Sunday sessions for youth near your area. So I signed up, and I conveniently forgot about that. Of course, the personality was very impressive, but then I got caught up with my work. So the whole week went by. On a Sunday morning, as most of you would be, got up very early at 9 o'clock. I lazily got up, and then I was about to take shower. I heard a knock at my door. So who is that calling me? Knocking at my door at 9 o'clock in the morning. And half asleep I was, and I opened the door, and there was a young man standing there. "So you are so-and-so?" I won't tell you the name. "Yes, I'm coming from the youth wing of Chinmaya Mission." "Oh, okay, I registered my name. So what?" "You're supposed to come for a talk, for a discussion today." "Oh, today? Sunday?" "Yeah." "What time?" 9 o'clock. "It's already 9. "Yes." "So please come." "Okay, because it's already 9 today, so I will come next Sunday probably." "Why not today?" "No, it's already 9 o'clock. "No, we will wait." "You'll wait for me?" "Yeah." So he said that I'll wait for you, you get ready. So next half an hour or so, I quickly took shower and then got ready. He brought his motorcycle, and he took me. Went there, nearby there was a center, and they had a bunch of some 20 kids, 20 youth. I sat there, and then we discussed in general what Swamiji said and how it is important to us. That went by, and it was interesting, and then I forgot about that afterwards. Next Sunday, 9 o'clock, I got up very lazy, and then slowly knock at the door. "Who is at 9 o'clock? Open the door. "We are just waiting." I was so impressed. Even today I thank the person. He's a Swami already now. The same. He's also a Swami. Almost half of them were Swamis now, because it's such an intense group. So every Sunday, a group of people would go and knock at the door of those who have registered during that program, brought them there, went there and picked them up and brought them. And I would say that was the tenacity, that consistency, that inspiration that they had to make sure that, whoever has registered find the maximum benefit out of that. So next almost 6 months, every Sunday we met and talked about self-unfoldment. You know that book, it's such an interesting book. Within a year or so, I became the youth secretary of Chinmaya Mission in Bangalore. Now, why I'm saying to you this today is that it's very, very important to have a bunch of people who are inspired. That makes a big difference everywhere. I'm so thankful that some of you whom I know for a long period of time, as Shankar Pillai had mentioned, way back in the 90s, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, I remember those 5 years, every year we had youth program here in this very building. And then I was away in Bombay for a few years, and when we came back, we officially made it as Chinmaya Yuvakendra West in the year 2006. So a few handful of people that make a big difference. Whether it's any business organization, any business you take, any organization of spiritual nature or social nature, political, it's only a handful of them that make a big difference. And I hope and wish you are those handful representing your center who would make a big difference in what happens in Chinmaya Mission. Because it is Gurudev's vision that an organization will have its consistency, stability, only when the young members of the community feel the importance of it. And if they forget or if they lose their interest, obviously that organization or any establishment would not survive. So youth have their own way of thinking as well. They may not think the way others have thought about it. So taking into a new direction altogether, the organization is in the hands of the young. That's why he said, if we shun them away as useless, careless, then they cannot contribute. They should be cared, they should be used. So in the next 5 sessions or 6 sessions, we have an important topic to discuss, but the title of the camp is only for us to have a subject to discuss about. But most importantly, how do we come out of our own shells and become providers or contributors to this society, to this community? That's going to be our main aim and objective. As you know, the motto of Chinmaya Mission to create positive contributors to this community. And that is what we are going to focus upon. And how coming out of our own shell of ego will help us to accomplish that.